Let's get into it. Choice FM family, what's happening? It's the DOC on WRSV. Out here chilling, enjoying life, man. Thanking God that we're above ground for another 24. Another chance to do some great things out in this world. Another chance to improve yourself, your mental, your health, your physical, your motivation, your home. Matter of fact, hold on, let me think about this. That's exactly why we brought our special guest into the building today, man. I got a nice pickup call from the homegirl, Shani Sweet. Shout out to Sean. Do your thing, Sweet. She let me know that there's a young man out here doing some big things, man. Out here being a life coach, being a motivational speaker, trying to help people improve themselves on the inside and on the outside. And he goes by the name of Charlie, last name Williams, man. How you doing, Charlie?
I'm doing well, bro. Doing well. I'm living the dream, man.
You got to be, man.
Yeah, for sure.
For real. Now, talk to me a little bit about yourself, because I briefly got a chance to go ahead and research and go ahead and get into it. But with my Choice FM listeners, everybody from the 919 to the 04 to the 8 to the 252, we just going ahead and introduce yourself to all of our friends and family. So tell me a little bit about yourself starting off, bro.
Yeah, I'm originally from DC.
Shout out to DMV.
For sure, man. I do got some roots out there in the 252.
Oh yeah,
Rocky Mount.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Come on, Rock City.
And went to college out Fayetteville State and Central. Graduated out of Central, and then while I was in college, I really came up with the brand Legacy Beyond Control. And the brand is basically like just overall health and wellness. You know what I mean? Just the mind, body, and the soul of the person.
Yeah, bro.
So I started, training, started developing the youth through sports, being creative, being innovative with that. And so while I was developing others, I was developing myself, whether it was reading, listening to conscious music, writing poetry.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just really being in tune with self, you know what I mean? But yeah, and I met great people along the way, people that's, embracing themselves for who they want to be at the same time. So, the journey's been well, man.
Come on, it's gotta be. It's
godliness. I call it godliness.
Come on, now getting into something like that, was there something that sparked that transition for you, or have you always been focused on that since like a kid?
I always been focused, but at the same time, I was always trying to discover balance. You know what I'm saying? So when it came to that, I was always trying to balance out sports and school. Yeah. But it was like I was getting pushed back from the overhead, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, life happens. Of course, what you gonna do? You gonna capitalize on it, or you gonna let it consume you and you gonna mope in it? Right. So I was like, nah, I'm always gonna figure it out. Just being. So I'm of course I'm the youngest of the 7.
Come on, Big Wayans family, bro. I like that.
Yeah, man. So just being the youngest, you always you become a sponge. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with the 90s, 80s, and 70s baby, so it was like, man, a genius really learn from others.
Absolutely.
So I'm looking at it like this, like, okay, I learned from their mistakes, I learned from their wins. Now let me take all of that and then make my own journey as well.
Come on, so observing the whole time.
Yeah, you got to. So then back then I was real quiet. I was real quiet, but now it's like, okay, let me live out loud.
Was it like fly on the wall type of feelings? Like I'm gonna just look, I'm gonna see y'all slip up. I'm gonna see y'all do y'all thing, and then
having wise parents, older parents is like they gonna tell you, but some rebellion in. I know a lot of the oldest or the middle children, they understand that. Sometimes you probably could be the sacrifice, but the young one, they gonna really take everything and really capitalize on it. True. So it was like, man, it was already destined for me. Yeah. So I'm blessed with being a big part of a big family and all of that. So it just led me to bask in my creations. You know what I'm saying, about the book. It's like, let me get this story, because I know a lot of people can relate. You being a leader and a follower to other people, it's like, now let's get that experience out so everybody can, feel how you feel. Right. And really think out loud, speak out loud, and live out loud. So
the best leaders are the even better followers. Learners. I say that. Learners, for sure. So that's incredible, man. So you took your DMV roots, you brought it down here to North Carolina, you linked up with great people like the homie behind the camera, shout out to D, doing this thing, and then, so how do you start in that? Like, what's the first step in that journey for you? Is it, all right, I'm going to work on the mental side first or the physical side first? You attacking both at the same time? Like,
yes. No, you got to go within first. You got to go within. Even like my guy Dre behind the camera, he really seen me firsthand of really going through it. Like, that was real reflection for me. At first, it was just natural, because it's like when you growing up, you so far into it, you don't really know like what's the strengths with the weak or what's the weaknesses. But for me, it was like overcoming fear. Fear of the unknown, or fear of like, okay, if I do this, what's going to happen?
Man, what?
Yeah,
that fear is crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So it's like, what's the best thing, even from the young to the wise? It's like the best thing you can do is just overcome your fear. So you got to try everything.
Right.
So
use that fear as fuel.
Exactly.
Don't let it hold you back.
Exactly.
Come on,
yeah.
man.
So once you do that, now you know your strength and your weaknesses. Now, and on top of that, you want to go further. Give it a name. You be like, okay, now I'm in my confident era. Give yourself a name. Call it a name or whatever.
You know what mine was? it was the, and I kid you not, it was the cocoon phase, bro. Because I felt myself going from a caterpillar, being all just, regular, humble, the whole nine, to, man, I'm about to go ahead and fly, right? It's time to shine on this, bro. And that's really what led me to being on the radio, was that cocoon phase, bro. I had to go back to the drawing board, try a couple different things, and then boom, God was like, here you go.
Exactly.
You ready now.
Exactly.
That's hard, bro.
Yeah, bro. So and then it really woke me up when I got in college. So, like I said, my guy behind the camera, Dre, he was my roommate. Yeah. And the whole time, he really a character in the book.
Hey,
So paying homage, man, and just like we want to give people our experiences. Just the realness, the authenticity. But through it all, I had to free my mind. So as I was writing this book right here, it was like, man, I live life like a movie.
Come on.
So it's like I already knew, and then even like some of my artists, like J. Cole, shout out to the Cole World. It was like, man. Like his music was really guiding me. I was listening to College Boy and all of that. So I already knew how I wanted to live my life just off of music. Right. I was already tapped into my subconscious, you know what I mean? So it was like, man, so I'm in a dorm room and I'm just venting. I need to get it out because I'm trying to balance now. Now I'm in a stagnant place of like, wow, I can't call on moms, I can't call on this now because I'm striving for independence.
Right.
So now it's like, what do you do? I started reading, I started searching, and I had to look within. It's like, who are you? You know what I mean?
I was who I was then, but now at this point in the state, who am I? You gotta relearn yourself.
You do.
You gotta unlearn some things that you knew before.
Exactly.
You gotta forgive yourself for messing up. You gotta, oh my God.
For sure. And then picking back off that, what you said, it's a whole directional timeline that I got in the book. So, and this for the youngest, this for the young, the wise, whatever. Yeah. From 0 to 7, that's infant years right there. So that's nurturing. That's your nurturing way. 7 through 14, that's your individual responsibility. So now you doing chores. You trying to figure out your independence. You know what I'm saying? Now you at the 14 through 21. That's the adolescence. You know what I'm saying? So I call it adult lessons.
Adolescence.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You gotta really get into them, break it down.
Let's go.
And then 21 through 28, that's full growth mode. You gotta unlearn, relearn, figure out where you at, who you are. Yeah. Go through your strengths and your weaknesses. 28 through 35, give yourself a 7th gap. So it's like, okay, now you build foundation. Yep. Now you got property, you got family, you got, you know what I'm saying? You really give yourself that direction, but be patient with yourself so you get off course. Go look at that directional timeline. Then now you at 35, 42, now you reconstructing your life. Now you figuring out like, okay, what I got. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? What I have, what I did. And then after that, that's just the millennial. That's just the harmony. Yeah. Now you in your retirement, but you actually just basking in the glory of your creations. Whatever you built, whatever you structured. Yes, so it's like, man, so I look at it like this. On a spiritual tip, it's like the moon. You got 7 days for a complete moon. So you got 7 phases.
Yes, sir.
So live your life in 7 phases. That'll give you a whole patience realm.
Man, yes, sir. I heard a quote, and I appreciate you for that information. I heard a quote way back in the day. They said if you got an elephant and you trying to digest the elephant, the easiest way to do it is to break it down into different pieces. Don't look at the whole elephant, just break it down. So when you do it like that, and you go, man, this whole life is this and that, but you break it down into phases, man. Look, 5, 10 years here. Yeah. One, it'll make you appreciate how quick time goes by.
Exactly, gratitude.
Man, for real, thankful for everything. I didn't have to wake up this morning. But I did. Now I got another chance to do something else.
Living a dream.
Oh, like that, man. Wise words from wise man. He goes by the name of Charlie Wilson. Or William, sorry about that. Representing Legacy. I was on it. A person named Charlie. It's like, Legacy Beyond Control, man. LBC LLC in here. We're gonna get into the book that's up here, right? Stare me in the face, man. This man is an author. He's a motivator. He's a life coach. He's all the above. But right now, we gotta go ahead and show some love to what you got. Appreciate everything in your life. Let's tap in with the brother J. Cole, man. Here's Love Yours with the DOC on WRSV. Little did we know, this one little bar in this verse is gonna start a whole.
That's how I always do, especially nowadays.
Sheesh.
Especially nowadays. It's still about to live?
Oh yeah. Rival, man. That's J. Cole right there. It's the DOC on WRSV. Very special guest in the house, Charlie Williams, representing Legacy Beyond Control out here, being an author, being a life coach, inspiring the youth them, inspiring the OGs, everybody in between, man. How we doing, Charlie?
Hey, like I said, living the dream, embracing the highs and the lows,
yes.
Man. Embracing the highs and the lows. You gotta be transparent with yourself.
Got to, bro.
Gotta be.
Wake up and say, oh, everything's fine. No, it's not. Sometimes it ain't. Sure, indeed, you got to go through it. But before we hit that last motivational break with the homie J. Cole, shout out to Dreamville. Hopefully it'll go ahead and stay the same for the next 4 years and it won't get watered down. That's another story for another day. We are talking about an author who has decided to put his experiences, his life story, and his motivation into some pages in a book. Talk to me about Legacy Monumental.
Legacy is monumental. Everybody asks me, like, what is legacy? And then it's just a monumental. You want to last forever. My motivation behind this book is like, let me allow my inner child to smile at me. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, I always had a desire of my firstborn, of being, or, you know, when you had your firstborn, always like, yeah, I want his name to be Legacy. So it's like a dedication to legacy.
Pre-dedication.
Exactly.
That's hard.
Exactly. I'm already giving life to him before he even hit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and it's like, you know, you wake up and some days you just want to ask your family, like, where we come from? You know what I'm saying? We trying to find our identity out here in the world.
Right.
So it's like, let it start with me. Let the legacy start with me. How Jay-Z said it, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So now it's like, okay, learn from my mistakes, learn from my triumphs, learn from my struggle. Because when you get here, you already put on third base. You know what I mean? So that was really the motivation behind it. And just being transparent with myself. I didn't put all the good, I didn't put all the bad. But it's like, you know, some embellishment in there. But it's like, yeah. So, man, it's giving direction. Right. You know, giving direction so he can be protected and corrected.
Come on now.
Yeah, so.
How's the reception been so far from the book?
Yeah, no, it's been great, man. It's been great. Like, good. Man, it's been great. It's like personal connections when I meet people. They're like, first they see the cover, they see the symbols of the cover. They like, okay, it definitely represents balance. It definitely represents direction. So it's like, it definitely represents discipline. Yeah, and just like I said, just transparency of being embracing the highs and the lows. So, man, the book is definitely there, man.
Come on, he said it with a smile on his face. If you couldn't feel it through the microphone, man. That's pride right there. You feel me? That's hard, man.
So a lot of patience, man.
The two words that you honed in on is my favorite words: is patience and balance. Can't do anything in this life the right way without those two elements. Yeah. So for you to sit back and take your time and think and actually, how do you say, audit yourself and your life and your experiences and put it in the book. Exactly. And then try to help others with it. That's an amazing thing, bro. You should definitely be proud of this. I feel like we should give you a round of applause right now, man.
It took me a little minute, man. It took me a little minute to give myself that grace. Really? Because I always, as a visionary, you always look to the next thing. You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah.
So it's like, but now I really had to bask in it and really sit in it and really, because people's like, what? How you do that? It's people that I looked at had wisdom. I show them something physical, tangible like that, and they came to me. They was like, hold up, what's the process like? What's this? So I was like, yeah, man, it took a lot of reflection. It took a lot of journaling. It took a lot of living. You know what I mean? So I just look at things in a different light. But yeah, man, you gotta clear your energy. You gotta clear the environment.
Cleanse it all, bro.
Yeah, man, cleanse it. Like I said, on the spiritual tip, that Palo Santo that'll do it. Yeah. So I was, just clearing out the energy. Really, opened up my mind to a lot of things, a lot of meditation, going within.
Man, bro.
Every time you want to redirect yourself or bask in or create something, you got to go within.
Start from the inside.
Yeah, you got to. Bro. You got to.
Because if you paint the outside, you still got that whole chapter on the inside.
Exactly. It's backwards. Now you're not attracting what you need to attract.
Come on, man. Manifestation, energy. This is my type of conversation right here. We are building right now. You feel me? And I hope that y'all are listening with ears. I hope that you're watching with clear eyes, the whole nine, man. It's the DOC right here with Legacy Beyond Control's representative. He goes by the name of Charlie Williams. We're talking about all things dopeness, man, from the inside out. Now, for the people listening, can you give us maybe 1, 2, maybe 3, if you could stretch it, a couple of tips or tricks or anything like that to go ahead and improve the lifestyle? Because we're going through some things right now.
Yeah.
We're going through some things, Charlie.
I say, man, you really got to adopt a routine. And that routine is going to give you the boundaries that you need. So anybody that interrupts that routine, now you know who your people are who want to support you.
Yeah.
So if you want to fast and do these things, people that's trying to steer you away from that, you got to keep that boundary to yourself. You got to love yourself. That's loving yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I give y'all the go ahead of mine where, I wake up. You know what I'm saying? I meditate first 15 minutes. Meditate. Try to get away from the phone. Just quiet. Then I affirm myself. I do my affirmations. You know what I mean? The I am affirmations.
Give me one of them. Give me one. I am. I say a positive magnet. A positive magnet.
A positive magnet. Or I am a magnet that attract all things and people that bless and prosper me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It'd be certain things like that. Once you do that, you gotta listen to some soul music. You know what I'm saying? You gotta,
it's good for the what?
Soul.
It's good for the soul. Come on.
Man, you listen to some soul music.
Yeah.
Read my 5 pages.
Yeah.
Read my 5 pages. I think 5 pages, at least 5 pages will give you the time to apply the knowledge. You don't want to consume too much and now you overwhelming yourself. You know what I mean? So once you do that, now you ready to give your energy to the world.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And then because throughout the day, you're going to get the physical movement. You're going to get the working out. It's like, you got to go within. You got to go within, man.
And for those who don't believe in it, because I know a lot of people who don't believe in the idea of a routine and the idea of affirmations, I challenge you to try it for a couple of days, 2-3 days, and then you can just see the difference in the days that you do it and the days that you don't. You will tell the difference. Yesterday I woke up, did exactly that. Affirmations, man. The whole night. I looked through the phone book and just looked through stuff that I did and people I was hanging out with before. I was like, you know what?
You man,
I ain't that bad, bro. I was like, hold up, man. Exactly. Straighten my back up, man. I was like, oh, okay, life ain't that daggone bad. I did some things, man. And then I killed the whole day.
See?
Crushed it, as the white boys say.
Yeah.
You feel me? For real, man. So I challenge y'all to just try it. You feel me? He's not speaking out the side of his neck. This is actual stuff that works for people. It's proven. You feel me? And there's a reason that people will put it in their podcast, put it in their books, put it in audio books or whatever it is, because it works.
Yeah.
It works, man. For sure. Now, all of this had to come from somewhere. Can you give me a couple of different bits of inspiration, whether people or podcasts or shows or anything like that actually help you stay in this mentality?
Oh, man. First, it was my life experience. Like I said, my guy behind the camera, Dre. Yeah, man. Dre, he actually was an influence, like our experiences. My guy, Ravion Houston. They call him Resilient Ray on Instagram. Ray. Yeah, he was a brother. You ever seen the movie Higher Learning, right?
Absolutely.
So Ice Cube was like, and what's crazy is Malik. My middle name is Malik and my last name Williams. So it was
connect the dots, bro.
Exactly. Yeah. So it was like, I'm telling you, it's already kind of. But he was like the Ice Cube for me in college. So now I done took that. So that energy just passed on. But like it was always been inspired by movies. So going back, it's like The Wood, Boys in the Hood, Hanging. You know what I'm saying? So just looking at that, man, and The Best Man too.
Like 2 or also? The second one?
No, the first one.
Okay.
The first one.
Gotcha.
It's just all those classics, and then the music, man. I listen to all the authenticity rappers, man.
Yes.
So it's like, man, certain things that really keep your subconscious going. People, the places, and things, and it's like, yeah.
Come on.
That's what gave me the inspiration to really the photographic memory of like, man, let's put this thing out on the book.
Come on,
let's do it. Let's do it. And then it's this one woman named Love Simone. She actually somebody I inspired by too. I seen her create a book. So shout out to her.
Start to finish, like the process. Okay.
Yeah. She made multiple books, so it gave me inspiration to be like, man, let me go ahead and tap in and do it. You know, I feel like I can do it. Yeah. I feel like I can do it, and it's like it's not copy. I was just inspired. You know what I'm saying? I was inspired, and she gave me the inspiration to be like, man, let's go ahead and do it.
Come on,
go ahead and do it. So you gotta have your soul tribe. You gotta have your people.
Got to. It's only right, man. Yeah. Keep the ball rolling, man. You keep your circle tight, you roll farther and faster. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice that you hear opposite me is Charlie Wood, representing Legacy Beyond Control LLC. He's got a book out right now. It's called Legacy Is Monumental. Where can they find this novel, brother?
You can find it in the bio, man. In the bio of LBC_visionary on Instagram. The ebook is on Amazon, Apple Books. What else? Kindle. You can actually find it on that, but also Lulu.com. Go to the bookstore on Lulu.com and type in that title, and you're gonna get your knowledge, wisdom, and understanding.
Come on, man. Legacy Is Monumental out now. Get that ASAP. Go ahead and give them the socials one more time so they can like, follow, do the whole nine for you, bro. Yeah. Run them up.
Instagram LBC_visionary. Also another Instagram handle, Legacy Is Monumental, the title. Definitely follow that. TikTok, LBC Is Visionary. Definitely. And tap into the book, man, Lulu.com, and type in that title.
Come on, man. All right, before we head on up out of here, any words you want to leave with all of our listeners and viewers?
Just know everything's happened for you, not to you. Everything happened for you, not to you. Be patient with yourself. Be patient and really give yourself the direction that you need by adopting that routine. Adopting that routine and keep your boundaries strong.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Come on now. Couldn't say it better myself. Folks, before we head on up out of here, man, we say thank you very much for Charlie Williams for stopping by, giving us this bout of motivation, this bout of inspiration that we can go ahead and take over the nation with. And on the count of 3, everybody in the room, we're going to say peace to the people. 1, 2, 3. Peace. It's the DOC. This one's for all my hustlers. It's Rick Rose. Let's go. Yes, sir.
On May the 17th, networking at R&B. A vibe that you definitely want to have, man. It's at a Durham Bottle Company in Durham. Definitely come out, upscale vibe. You know, just everybody, all professionals come in there. All professionals, everybody meet and greet, catching a vibe, and you're gonna leave out with a connection. Man. We're gonna do this. So May 17th. After that, the next one is June 7th. So we trying to shoot for after the 17th, we're trying to shoot for every Saturday of a month, man. Just bringing all professionals, all like minds together. Even if you just inspire, you want to start branching out there. Start branching out, getting around the like-minded people and really just upscaling your way to yourself, you know, to your higher self, because it's your higher self rooting for you.
Come on, it's really the first step, man. Getting out there, showing people. I used to be, like you said, the fly on the wall before, man. Just sitting back and watching.
You gotta get out of that comfort zone.
You gotta get out.
You gotta face your fears. So this is the first step right here of getting to that event, May 17th at the Durham Bottle Company. Just put it in right there, Durham Bottle Company in your GPS, and So and stay tuned on the social medias. On the social media, it's gonna be up there. So LBC_visionary. We're gonna put the fly out there. Just stay tuned for that. And let's network.
Come on.
Let's catch
the vibe. It ain't what you know, it's who you know. And you can get to know some great people and listen to some great tunes, man. It's the DOC on WRSB. Peace.